Good morning, children. Today we are going to do lesson The Diamond Necklace. Open your books to page 141. Mr. Loisel was a petty clerk in the Ministry of Education. So the name of the person, Mr. Loisel, he was a small or unimportant clerk in the Ministry of Education. So he worked in the Ministry of Education as a small clerk. Petty means small or insignificant. His wife, Matilda Loisel, was a pretty young lady. So his wife's name was Matilda Loisel. So she was very pretty to look at and she was a young lady. But she was not happy. But Matilda was unhappy. Though she was young and pretty, she was very unhappy. She felt she was born to enjoy all the luxuries of life. So she thought that she was meant to enjoy expensive and lovely things of life. All the expensive and everything which was enjoyable was meant for her to have in her life. She desired to spend her time at clubs and dance parties. So she wanted to spend all her time in the clubs and dancing in the parties. She wanted to live in a palatial house. She wanted to live in a palace. She thought of large drawing rooms with silk curtains and graceful furniture. She wanted a room with lovely curtains made of silk and furniture which was very graceful. She had a great desire to be known and appreciated. She wanted to be well known and she also wanted to be appreciated or loved by all. But she had no means to satisfy her desire. But she could not fulfill her desire. She had no rich dresses or jewels. She did not own any dresses, beautiful dresses, or any jewels for the matter. In fact, she had nothing which she desired so deeply. In fact, she wanted so many things in life, but she had nothing at all. She desired for all the luxuries, everything beautiful, luxurious dresses, a big house like a palace, and lovely furniture, but she had nothing. And the poverty of her little flat always kept her sad. So they used to stay in a small flat and they were always poor. They were not rich. So this made her very sad and depressed. So all the time she felt very low in spirits. In spite of her husband's best effort to cheer her, she remained gloomy all the time. Her husband always tried to cheer her up, make her happy, but she always remained sad and depressed all the time. So even though her husband tried to make her happy, but she could never be happy. She remained unhappy and sad all the time. One evening, her husband came home with a large envelope in his hand. So one evening, husband came home, that is Mr. Loisel came home from work with an envelope in his hand. It was a large envelope. Here is something special for you, he said with a big smile. So he gave the large envelope to his wife and said that, my dear, there is something very special for you here. He had a big smile on his face. Turn over the page. So, page 142. So, Matilda quickly tore open the envelope. So, as Matilda opened the envelope, the big envelope, there was in it a printed card on which it was written. As you can see, the printed card in the picture. So, it was the invitation. It was an invitation card. So it was an invitation card inviting them, both Matilda and her husband. What should I do with it? Said Matilda, and threw the invitation on the table. But Matilda asked, what is the use of this invitation card? What should I do with it? And she just threw that envelope on that invitation card on the table. Darling, said Love Sue, I thought it would make you happy. But husband said, I thought it would make you happy since you could go out. You never go out. It is a great occasion. So he said that husband said that we never go out. So it is a great occasion. I thought that both of us would go out. So it would make you happy. You will see many big and important people there. So there are many big and rich people, important people who would attend this party. So I thought it would be nice to go out together. I got it after much effort. So I got this invitation after trying very hard. So we could go out together. And so it would be a good occasion. Only few invitations are issued to clerks. So he said that we clerks are never invited to be given. So it would be a big thing for us both to get invited. So I have made a big effort. So let us go together to this party. Matilda looked at him angrily, but Matilda was very angry with him. What do you think I have to wear for such an occasion? So she asked her husband, what do you think I will wear for this big occasion? Why, that dress you wear on Sunday evenings? It seems pretty. So he replied that the dress you wear for Sunday evenings, when you go out on Sundays, you wear that dress. It is lovely dress and it makes you look pretty. So you could wear that dress. Oh, he replied that it would be very nice. But he became silent when he saw Matilda's eyes wet with tears. But when he again looked, he became silent because he saw Matilda was crying. She had big tears. 2 large tears fell from the corners of her eyes. So 2 tears fell off from the corner as she was crying. Darling, he said, what is the matter? So he called her that... Why are you crying? What happened? Matilda wiped the tears from her eyes, but Matilda just wiped off the tears from her eyes. Replied, nothing, she said. So she replied, nothing. Only I have no dress for this party. That I don't have a dress for this party. Give your card to someone whose wife is better fitted out. So she replied that you should give this card to someone whose wife is better, having many dresses to wear, who can attend this occasion by putting on a beautiful dress, because I don't have a dress, so it is of no use. So this was actually a ball, a large formal gathering also for social dancing. Fitted means who is prepared, who has proper dress and jewelry, etc., to attend a big occasion or a big party. All this was in vain for Matilda. According to her, it was of no use because she had no dress to wear for this party. Look at the next page, page 143. Darling, said Lowsell, now let's see how much a suitable dress would cost. Something that we could use for other occasions as well. So husband said, okay, let us find a suitable dress that would not cost much and something which is suitable to wear other occasions also. So let me find out a dress and how much that dress would cost. So he agreed. And at least they could get a dress for her for this grand occasion. She thought for a few seconds. And she said in an hesitating voice, I can't exactly say, but I think 400 francs should do. So she said that, okay, I don't think. She thought for a few seconds and then she said with a doubtful, a slow, uncertain voice that I think exactly, I don't know how much, but at least 400 francs. Now, franc is a unit of money in France. In Switzerland also and other places, the unit of money is a franc. So here, because she is in that place where they use the money as a franc. So she said that 400 should do for buying a beautiful dress. Ursel turned pale for a moment. So Ursel's husband became very sad and pale for a brief moment. He had just that much money with him. He had about that much money only with him. It was all he had saved since their marriage. So he had only saved 400 francs since they had been married. So he felt sad at this, but because he had only that much amount and he had saved it with a lot of effort. He had saved only 400 francs since they had got married. So he was not happy about it. Children, we shall stop here for this. We shall continue in the next class. Thank you.